Good evening, everybody. This is your host, Folk, and welcome back to another episode of the Channel 256 News brought to you by Bitcoin Mining World. The date is October 1st. October 1st. As you can see, why people call it October. For the first time in a while, Bitcoin back above $118,000 at $118,411 at the time of recording. Huge moves out of the market today. Looking over here at the Bitcoin net hash rate, sitting above one zettahash again at 1.126 zettahash. More and more people plugging in. Over the month, you're not seeing any crazy gains besides that new all-time high we set earlier on Saturday, September 20th. Looking at the hash price back above $52. Absolutely huge for miners plugging back in during these cooler temperatures. Looking at traditional finance, we've got the Dow Jones setting another new all-time high today. S&P 500 setting another new all-time high today. The Nasdaq almost managing to set another new all-time high today. Not quite, just closing right below the previous all-time high on September 22nd at $22,788. Just about $100 below. But however, the Russell not able to set a new all-time high today, however, able to close above the 2021 all-time high of 2437 at 2442 on the RUT. RTY was able to close at the 2443 mark. We're talking points right now, so it's not a great close. We haven't fully broken out yet, but if we are going to continue seeing some action out of this market, this is what we want to see: the Dow going up for Bitcoin, the Russell going up for the rest of the crypto asset class. These are things that must happen if we want to continue to see growth throughout the markets. Looking over here, the biggest story from yesterday that I did not end up bringing up, but the world's biggest Bitcoin seizure: a Chinese woman, Jean Kane, I'm going to guess. I apologize if I'm messing that up. Convicted in UK. Authorities seized a whopping 61,000 Bitcoin worth $6.7 billion. Funds tried a massive fraud that scammed 128,000 victims. She held more Bitcoin than any corporate entity besides Sailor. Absolutely nuts. This lady was walking around over in the UK. I'm sure nobody knew a damn thing. Scammers get scammed, I guess. Cool to see. Hopefully some of this Bitcoin gets returned. If I had to guess, it's going to be going into their strategic reserve that they end up making sooner or later, a majority of it at least. Looking over here, some cool news from the Miner Mag. We've got Canon to deploy 20 megawatts worth of Avalon Bitcoin miners at Sol Luna's Texas site. Canon has signed a agreement with Sol Luna to host 1 exahash of its Avalon 15 XP Bitcoin miners as the manufacturer seeks to turn inventory surplus into proprietary mining expansion in North America. Huge news, another underdog coming for the big name of Senior Bitmain. So, any type of competition that comes up, we've talked about this in the past, but there's no doubt that it's a net positive for the entire Bitcoin mining space. Competition is good. If you're wondering how much these Avalon A15 XPs are making, the 206T model, I'm not sure if they have different iterations like Bitmain does, where the terahash will be slightly different based on bin number on the chips. But if you're mining Bitcoin Cash right now, it's making a little bit more money than Bitcoin. You're at 6 cents per kilowatt hour. It's your average hosted rate, maybe closer to 7.5. But most small miners are going to be finding something for a few units at 6 cents per kilowatt hour. For Bitcoin Cash, you're profiting $6.44 a day, bringing in $11.29. For Bitcoin, you're bringing in $10.24, and you're profiting a little over $5. Pretty nice to see, all things considered. I mean, if you're talking about an exahash of them, I mean, it takes 5 of them to get to a petahash. So it's like 5,000 miners times that guy right there. I mean, you're looking at like $25,000 a day in profit being mined. But if these are going in at a site that they've got to deal with, I'm sure they're getting power for closer to 3 cents. And if you look at what these machines are making, closer to 3 cents, I mean, $10 on Peer. Looks, man, things change quick. Bitcoin's moved down to the second barrel, but $7.83 on Bitcoin. Peer coin, it shifts up and down so much, as well as Bitcoin Cash. It's slightly more consistent. Yeah, if you guys are mining at home, not financial advice whatsoever, but personally, just sticking to Bitcoin. It's the easiest with the wild swings that some of these low cap alts have. From Cointelegraph, we've got the U.S. government shutdown enters day one. How's the SEC still functioning? Members of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission began shutting down operations on Wednesday under a lapse in government funding, with most staff directed to secure their work and prepare for what could be a days-long pause in operations. I just taking a look at the price chart once again. Nobody gives a shit. Like literally nobody gives a shit that the government shut down right now. Coming back over here to traditional finance once again, nobody gives a shit. All around just great things. Man, if we were able to close where we were sitting over there at like personally my 2 o'clock, I know it says 3 p.m. right there, I'm an hour behind. It man, we would have really been doing something crazy, or even back this morning. Same with the Russell making crazy moves over there. We could have seen something cooler, but I'm super excited to see how the candle closes out tomorrow, as well as the weekly candle on Friday. We've set ourselves up for a nice stage where we can really make some crazy moves and get rid of some of this confusion in the market, where the charts just are not giving us what we need to have complete confluence of, hey, what's going on next. Hopefully by the end of the week I'll be able to come on here and have a little bit more of a confident approach. Once again, not financial advice, but it's nice to hear some confidence coming out of other people besides yourself, especially when it's based in fact and reason, which is the Bitcoin and crypto market following traditional index funds, and the traditional index funds need to move. We've never had the crypto market move into an expansion without the Russell or the Dow going into an expansion. Looking back, I know a lot of people have been talking about the Q4 this, Q4 that. Ignore Q4 of 2021 because it was absolutely garbage. It marked the end of the market cycle specifically, and where we are lining up. If you want to line up with that, I mean, it looks like we're going into the retrace of 2021, where we came back up right here. It set a new quick little all-time high. The structure is extremely similar, and that's what's scary. However, we've never seen a market cycle top without Bitcoin dominance falling. Even if you are a Bitcoin maxi at heart, it's something to see of like, maybe Bitcoin's got a little juice left. Finish things off today from the block. We've got Congressman, I'm gonna guess Bleat. I'm not even going to try and guess. I don't know why you would run for Congress with a last name like that. But Congressman, whatever, pushes plan for Bitcoin reserve, sites need to diversify U.S. balance sheet. That's something everybody can get on board with. For just the quick takes, we've got a heavy emphasis on gold. I think we should have an additional strong emphasis on Bitcoin. Alongside Senator Loomis, our why man, I don't know what's the deal with these names. Introduced the Boosting Initiative Technology and Competitiveness through Optimized Investment Nationwide Act, or Bitcoin Act, this past year. So, I mean, all things considered, we got more and more people in Congress, more and more people in traditional finance pushing the Bitcoin and general crypto narrative. Excellent things to come out of the market. We are expecting to end things off today, guys. I know today was a little bit of a short one, only running a little bit over 8 minutes right now, but let's hit it with a little refresh and see if we are above or below the starting price. Bob, holy cow, that took me off guard a minute. We may actually get above that 119,000. If we can break above $120,000, it kind of invalidates everything related to the whole, are we just doing a repeat of the 2021 market cycle? I mean, because truly, like, what we were dealing with there is more of just a retrace after that initial pump. So is that what we're dealing with? Just this small section right here where things are starting to come back up to the 702 retrace? Or are we going to come back up and set a new all-time high, and we see something closer to the 2017, 2018 rally, which historically has been the best rally all that as of now, when Bitcoin ran from $3,000 up to what, $17,000. Like, guys, we're right. We're either right there, or we just finished being right there and we're done. But more and more confluence is coming out. I'm going to hit it with one more refresh and see what we're doing. Holy shit. We're going to hang out just a minute and I'm going to ramble for slightly longer. So hopefully we can end off the video at $119,000. Absolutely mad. Anything else we could think of right now? Let's take a look at what else Cointelegraph's got going on today. top editor's choice. Let's go over to hot stories. How to use ChatGPT to find hidden gems in the crypto market. This guy's been pushed hard over the last 3 weeks. The SEC clears DPIN tokens as fundamentally outside jurisdiction. USDC issuer partners with Dushi Bourse for Europe stablecoin adoption. Why XRP matters? It doesn't. XRP whale buying could result in aggressive. Don't matter. Yeah, we'll see what alts do in the general market. I'm gonna go back here. Let's see if we can push it past. Holy shit, guys! What a great way to end off Wednesday's video with $119,000 Bitcoin, Ethereum sitting above 4,360, XRP at 2.95 cents, BNB back over 1,000. What an excellent way to end it. Hopefully this is still the same by the time you guys are watching this video. If you did make it this far into the video, leave a little comment to make me know. Let me know. Hopefully some of you guys are actually enjoying these videos that we're putting out. If you're new to the channel, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that noti bell so you always be notified when we're uploading new content and going live, as we do push that out to all subscribers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to October.